Celebrate again. Congratulations for hitting 100 subscribers on YouTube. Yay! Wait,
Thank you, thank you,
wait,
thank you, thank you.
okay. I wanted to celebrate, but it was hard. Okay, whatever, AI. Anyway, congratulations. I'm
Thank
excited
you.
for you. It is, I feel like everybody should feel, okay with wanting to be validated in the field that they're in, as long as the validation makes some type of sense. Okay, good. Go tell your dad, close the door, sweetie. All right. Absolutely. Who
I'll
was
come for
it?
now.
Who was it? Anybody know? Yes, you do.
Josh.
Yep. Gotta love it. Yes, it was him. So, yep, I'm glad you got your validation, because the more I watch your content, the more I understand your frustration in the past, because you are really good. Now, I'm not surprised that you're really
Thank you.
good, but you really are really, really, really good. Like, really good. So, yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is coaching for you. It's not handicap coaching or anything like that. What it is one to many coaching. Okay, 1 second. Something about that. Anyway, congratulations again. I'm very proud of you. You should be working on finishing the workbook. Let's start there. What's going on?
All I have left is to come up with a cover. I think what I'm gonna do is just I know Canva has like an AI tool that'll help create it. So I'm gonna do that, and then add the videos. I have to look through the videos to see which YouTube videos actually match the subject of that, and then that's it.
Okay, well, you're in the program, and so you need to opt into the graphic design. So make sure you go ahead and use Chat GPT to give a detailed vision for your
Okay.
ebook cover, and then we will generate you a couple of samples. Done deal.
Okay. Oh, thank you, because I was stressing out about it.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
I can do the inside. It was that cover. I was just like,
Yeah, we do.
okay.
We do basic design. That comes with the mentorship package. You are settled, ready to go. Excited about that. Get through the videos. You need to get to that, like,
I'm working on it tomorrow. It's snowing. Well, it's sleeting and raining here. I was supposed to go out tomorrow, but I'm not going out in no rain. So I'm gonna finish editing because I recorded 3 videos today. I already
that's why I
got
said.
one,
That's why I
and
said.
then yeah. So I want to at least work on that tomorrow. I have the one set. So you know what? No, what I'm gonna do is finish that tomorrow. I
Thank you.
already have the video for Thursday edited and uploaded to YouTube. So the other two, I can do that later on this week. But
And
I can
don't
get that
back
done
no
tomorrow.
more, because your next one need to have or be coordinated with adding.
Giveaway. Oh, and that part in. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to get too far ahead.
Well, you
Yeah.
can get far ahead when you do the workbook,
Yeah.
because now you're officially selling something of your own that is wholesale.
Yeah.
Though you will make a lot of littles from the affiliate, because every, like, one video you was like, yeah, it was like three things I added in my car. I said, Lord, I'm gonna use the Betty Crocker. I went ahead and got the surrender all. I'm like, okay, fine, you done laid it down on me. I want it. And it was one more thing, and I was like, I forgot what it was, but I'm like, she's good at this. They're good things. They're good things. So, um, it's time for you to. I'm trying to think of just something that you sold on a video, or you promoted, marketed, that was very natural. And the only thing I can really think of is Word the Promise. You're very natural with that. It ain't long and drawn out. It ain't something that, and honestly, you could do it in a couple of ways, but the way you do it, I like better than how everybody else is doing it. Some people are really good at it, right? They create a whole a entire commercial built into their video. and it does have timestamps and stuff like that. But not that I hate it, I don't. But the way you do it is just fine. I just want to affirm you in that. One of the things that I'm seeing a lot on YouTube, I even sent you a video. It's a podcast, but it's a video of a homemaker channel, and she was talking about pretty much not conforming to the demands of constant content creation, and what her experience was when she did conform, and how YouTube was no longer fun anymore. And so you're not there, but I don't want you to get there. So just staying focused on your 2 days a week. And if you want to add a little razzle dazzle, add you a community post. Add you a community post, but you don't need to add a video.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get ahead, get ahead. But why? When you're getting ahead, make sure you're getting ahead to be doing something else. Not to be getting ahead. Now, if y'all have a vacation or something like that coming up, absolutely. But make sure you stay focused on that, because one of the things that I discover in my, just time with self is that the pace and the work that God has me doing keeps me accountable to Him and myself. So when I try to batch too much when it comes to my assignment, I'm missing out on the transformation that He's trying to work within me. Right? So there's only so much of a shortcut you can take. Now, this is not saying that, you're doing nothing bad. This is just something to kind of keep in mind, and as far as destination is concerned. But yeah, you got some really unique stuff going on, and I'm always excited to see what you post, because it's always really, really good. I know you said your next thing that you want to do 3 digital products, right? Is it
Yeah.
3?
Up to 3. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know
so
what the next one is gonna be, but like how you were saying about the pace right now, I think mine is like no more than maybe a week ahead. And like the reason why I'm ahead right now is because Tyree's going on leave next week. So
oh,
he gonna be here every day. So I'm not about to be doing nothing. But I think back to something you said earlier, what helps me is that I have a mix of content and that keeps it fun for me. So like
yes,
the videos I did today was a review of a perfume, my February empties, and then I did kind of a coaching kind of one. So to me, I like to do the coaching ones for like Sundays and then the fun ones for like Thursdays to kind of end the week and stuff
I
like that.
love that. Listen,
So
love it.
I like you said, I can't get too far ahead because I don't know what I'm finna be talking about. Because what I may think I'm be talking about ain't finna be, ain't finna be what I was gonna be talking about, and it matches with where everything is going. So like Sunday, I'll be talking about pacing yourself and
Mm.
about how we were talking about how I said I believe that spring is coming early for us.
Oh,
And
I
so
can't
it's
wait for that
talking
video.
about that.
Okay.
But I couldn't have got that if that wasn't even on my list of
That's what
video
I'm saying to you.
ideas. You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying to you.
So I try not to get,
How
as
you
long as
led
I
us to
have
it.
something coming, I'm not overwhelmed. Or if like it's Tuesday and I know I need something for Thursday and Sunday, right now with my fun videos, that's like filler. So if I have to post something, I have those two if I don't record nothing else. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep me still ahead, but I'm not too far ahead where I might miss an opportunity for something that the spirit is saying. You know what I mean? So, and I like that I can arrange my content any way that I want to. But I tried to get ahead before and it never happens. The most I've ever gotten ahead was 2 weeks, but that was because I was on vacation. But then when I came back, I was like, oh shoot, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I totally agree with that. And like you said, I don't want to get too far ahead because the next focus on my content is gonna be that workbook, which is why I have to finish it this week.
Good.
Because after that, when it comes to the Sunday videos, and I might even slide one in on the Thursday one, but I'm going back to that. And I have been posting on my community tab like maybe once a week. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I just wanted to make sure that I post about it because of the giveaway. I I have not had anybody sign up for it yet, so I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do if
Nothing.
nobody signs up? What
Wait a
do
minute.
I do?
You need to calm down first off. Relax.
Okay.
Because I was trying to give people a chance. Honey, I'll be on there tonight. I'm the winner.
You want me to fill out the form? Because I'll fill it out too. Latanya, you better not fill out that form.
Wait, Dorita, you better not need her. Wait a minute. I'm finna go to
She
LA.
gonna make
We
her
fighting.
own. I ain't studying Dorita. She better not.
We fighting. I'm finna kidnap.
I need a new notebook. I got like 3 pages left in my notebook.
No, ma'am. If you don't want me at your door getting Paco, you finna pay for a flight to come get him. I'm for real. Y'all quit playing with me.
Don't
Now,
kidnap my perfume. Don't kidnap him.
Girl, the way he around here acting, come get it.
I'm just playing because see, I ain't got the money for Paco. Paco probably be getting all kind of little expensive treats. Look,
Man,
we
let
a
me
scrap
tell you.
family. Okay, we
Paco
got
need a job. He need a job.
Can't afford them.
Not at all.
Not at all. I was trying to give everybody a chance because I already have a notebook, but
I put it on the post. It's in the it literally says giveaway on the thumbnail. I don't know what else to
this
do.
what I don't like. This what I believe. I'm gonna get my heart into it, and I'm gonna want it. Then that little spinner thing, somebody gonna be like, "Oh, well, let me come in." Like, see, I don't know if I can take a loss right now. I can't do
They
it.
only got till Sunday, because Monday I'm making a special video with
Well,
it on there. So
on Saturday evening, I will be messaging you to see what's going on. Because if I'm not the only name, I don't want to do it. I really don't even look. You should have did a hoodie anyway. I already got a notebook. I got stuff in the wrapper too.
So you
You know
forgot.
what? I might do
You
one
forgot the
tomorrow.
story. You forgot. Why is that?
Okay.
Remember, I
Reese
bought
just trying to get a
these.
hoodie.
I know, right? That's why I'm like,
No, I would have bought one. The only reason why, well, Dorita, no, I'm doing a rebrand with Sap Gardens. I got so much clothes coming.
You bet not get no hoodie, and I'm looking at
I know.
17 hoodies over here.
Exactly.
It's not 17, y'all. Calm down.
But it's almost, it's like crazy.
it's probably close enough. She probably got a good 5 over
I got
there.
one for a whole family, yes. So
Jeez.
I can't wear, and then I got the pink one. I can't even wear it. I can't wear it. That's why I ain't even bought it. But if I want it, I mean, is that my fault? No, it's not. So that was my girl math. That's what it was. But I'm gonna put Kamara's name in. Kamara loves to write because I don't want to give her one of my. I think somebody. It was you. So it's a Dorita journal, but it's still in wrapping paper. I decided I didn't want to write in it ever. Yeah, I know. It's so nice. The two of them, they're too nice. They're on display. So, but I write in her.
Reiterate when I pick the winner. This is not for display. You need look. This is a sacrifice, okay? Because I ordered these for me, and when I got them, the Holy Spirit said, "Them aren't for you." And I'm like, "I'll be doggone. I bought them for me." He said, "No, this is for when you get 100 subscribers and 500 subscribers." And I was like, "This is so not fair." That's why they still in the wrapping paper.
I know how that is. Oh, I'm so glad that ain't happened to me in a long time. Oh, Lord.
It's done happened to me. So now I have to give them away. My beautiful.
See, I'm not even gonna put Kamara in there. She gonna
This
be
the only one I had to have her on it. I don't have nothing else with her on it but my Q4 planner. That's all I got.
And it's hard. It sounds like it's hard.
Is that one hard? I don't know.
A little. Well, no, it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's hard. It's flexible though. It's a little flexible. It's not like a real hard like cover like that. But no, just so you ladies can see, if y'all decide to sign up for the giveaway, I'm not taking it out the paper, but this is it.
It looked just like the one she just held up. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
But it's a journal. It's journal page. She is gorgeous. So y'all understand why I'm hurt, because y'all know I love the journal. And I have two of them. I bought two purposely. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good for Q1. And then by the time I get to Q3 or 2-ish or 3, I'm gonna be using this up. Apparently they weren't for me.
Is that the spiral or no?
Nope.
Oh, then
you
I
know,
already got one of those. Okay,
so
I'm looking at mine.
I
Okay.
don't like spiral. Well, I don't personally like spiral. I like the leather bound because it's
love a
easier for me to.
spiral.
I write hard like this,
I
so
like
I
a good
need to be
spiral.
able to. That spiral hurt my hand, so I always get these. So,
Well, you know,
but you see what it say on there? Giveaway journals.
Mm.
I had
This
to
on
write
your
it on there.
Instagram?
look at
No, it's on
Latanya
YouTube.
about to swoop in
You
again.
too. Okay.
It's on YouTube. Look at
Latanya about to win that. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Latanya about to go and get in the giveaway.
This her
Go
winning
ahead.
season. She might win.
I ain't throwing my hat in the ring. I got too many
Listen,
girls.
So
this
spoiled.
is my season
Come
I'm
on.
for grace, for
Yes.
favor.
Come
Yes.
on now.
This
Come
is
on.
my season.
She is gonna win.
Yes.
She gonna win.
With her hair slayed, honey, this her
Man,
season. I don't know
right?
who done told you, but this her season.
I'm
So
here
yes,
for it.
it's my last YouTube video. It's a picture of me holding this up, but I said
It's not
in
on
the video
Instagram.
I
It's
couldn't
YouTube.
hold it.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, y'all know I ain't on Instagram. At least not yet. I have not been released for Instagram. So
Yeah.
everything I do is on. I'm pretty sure if I was on Instagram, I'd probably get a lot more people, but
You wouldn't.
that ain't my ministry. That's not where I'm at. So
Stick to the portion. I'm very, like I said, people on YouTube are coming forward to confess, hey, I got out of pace. Hey, I got in competition. Hey, I allowed the algorithm to, you know, change the
I'm
way
not
that
trying
I
to do
move.
that.
Yeah.
I just watched a video of a girl. Well, I had watched it months ago, 5 months ago, exactly, to be exact. A girl that I'm subscribed to. I like her channel. One of her videos went viral. And at the time, I think she had like maybe 400 or 500 subscribers. She got monetized right after that video. But then after that, we didn't see her for like a month. And she came back and she said, nobody talks about what it's like when you actually have a successful video. And she was like, I scrapped all the content that I had planned because I thought now I have to make the content like the content that went viral. Back to what we always talk about how these gurus say you need to recreate the video that went viral and you need to do this and stuff like that. And so when that video, I mean, it's not viral, but I mean, it's viral for me. I don't have videos that have over 500 views on it. So when that video did that, I purposely went back and watched that video to remind myself to stay on what I'm doing and don't worry about how many views the next few
I'm
videos
getting my
is getting
camera.
or, anything like that. I'm not supposed to be focused on that. I'm supposed to be focused on what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I didn't let that deter me. It kind of just it was surprising to me because I wasn't expecting that. And then for it to happen like that video the first day, I don't even know what it did. Like, I'm pretty sure it had the usual like 6 or 7 views that it usually have from y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. God bless you. But then I looked the next day and it was like 264. I was like, wait, that got to be wrong. Hold on. Let me go into my YouTube because I don't have studio on my phone. And I said, oh, shoot, that's right. Okay.
Mm.
And then 300 something. And now 500 something. And I'm like, wait a minute. But I didn't let that make me feel like I have to keep doing that. I have to stay on what I'm focused on what the Lord is telling me to do. And I just wanted that I just rewatched that video that she said that as a reminder because she was like, now all the feelings that I never had start creeping in. Like, I didn't know what people meant about imposter syndrome until it was a successful video. Now I feel like, well, what were all my other videos about then? Well, why nobody watched it? You know, why didn't that get as much? And it's just like it just depends. And
Some of that
I'm not concerned about that. For me, that video doing that was a God wink to me to say, no, you doing the right thing. Keep doing it. Don't be
yeah.
discouraged, is what I felt like that was for. And that's what I needed because I've been doing this since June, since the end of June, like consistently. And it's like, well, all right, what we doing? Is what's
Yeah.
gonna happen? But now it's
Well,
gonna happen, and then now I don't even care about the numbers no more, which
right.
is
I was
funny.
just about to say that.
I don't even care about the number. I was like, oh, well, phew, okay, since we passed that, all right, cool. This what we finna work on now.
Since I got confirmed, like, yeah, because you was like, okay, I'm about to quit. I'm about to silently quit. That's how you be doing. School, no, and it's like your conscience will be very like fed up, made up my mind, but you in the frontal lobe, you be like, I'm just tired. I'm not quitting. No. Couple months from there, oh, start over again. Yep, Jocelyn. So that right there, I was just like moved by it because it was a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And then you got the reward. So that was a blessing. Listen, and no, the numbers don't matter anymore. Because remember, y'all, it's not about the numbers when
Nope.
it comes to social media. It's about the sales.
Yep.
Part.
We about
That
money,
part.
not about being famous. Okay, so keep
Yeah.
that in mind. And that's really it. So let me know. Well,
Yeah,
no,
I'll get the
email
chat
me.
GPT thing
Yeah,
together for the
email me
workbook.
that.
Yeah.
Email me that. Don't do a doc. Do a doc, but email it too.
Okay.
I don't know why our stuff is not. It's a hit or miss, so just email it. And that's it. That's really it. Good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alrighty. Alrighty, Dorita.
So, ma'am, I finished the guide, one guide. I did the train the trainer mentor, or train the mentor guide for procurement because I am the SCORE procurement liaison for this year. I hosted my very first live webinar yesterday with the state of California.
Oh my God.
Man, let me tell you, I like hosting. I didn't have to talk to them people, and it's not like this where you see them. It's like those webinars where you go in and all you see are their names because you're in like, I don't know. I was on the back end. I've never been on the back end of Zoom before, so I was logged in as the host. I was monitoring the chat and the Q&A for the man. I felt like a DJ. I was in there DJing and facilitating and all of that. It was awesome. It was awesome. I had fun.
And she
Um,
had fun because they could not talk to her. Let that be
yes.
known.
And when the lady did raise her hand to ask a question, I politely let them know, please put all of your questions in the chat box or use the Q&A. Thank you. We will
and
not be talking live, lady.
and see, that is also my jam. Until I don't understand what you wrote, then I want you to come up and explain what you meant. Go back on mute. Thank
Go
you.
and get back on
And,
mute,
and
ma'am.
you can do a paid consult.
Right? So, and there's a lot of paid consults that's coming up. The call that I just took right now, again, she was in the entertainment industry, Emmy Award winning executive producer, somehow no longer in the business. So now she's looking to reinvent herself. And she wanted me to consult on her SCORE mentor call about procurement.
Okay.
So, of course, I slapped up my background that I'm about to start using. This is now what I do for a living. So, feel free to get on my calendar if you need further one on one support. She's not my mentee, so I can technically market. I just can't market to
What I
my
was
direct
waiting on.
mentees. She from LA. I can market to LA.
Okay. This is what I
So,
was waiting on. Do me a
yes.
favor. I have it on my agenda. The only thing I have for you is sign the contract. So send me that again, please, ma'am. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I've allotted this time to be catching up with my people. I have hired Dorita to do drop shipping for Set Apart Gardens. I did a consult with her And Joy, you need to look into that too eventually. If you're led, because you were led to create the merch. And remember, I talked to you about profitability there. So, what I learned on the call was that if you want to wholesale merch, you have to find a supplier, somebody who supplies, say, shirts, hoodies, mugs, things like that. And then you have to connect the supplier to the printer, and then you have to coordinate that getting shipped to you, then that being packaged and shipped to your client, all in a timely manner. She doesn't, can't, will not, don't have the capacity, just couldn't even fathom. So here we are with Dorita. I do have a book that's coming out in 2025. It's called Honoring Yah's Temple. And so that'll be also being drop shipped. And I'm super excited about that. Most likely, y'all will be my guinea pigs. So y'all will probably be the first to get a copy. Yay! I'm so, well, yeah, y'all probably are. Yeah. Yay! I'm excited about that. Really, just to get it off of my plate, really, to be completely honest with you. I'm just a weirdo like that. Oh, yeah. And I want the accolade of being an author. I do, because I deserve it. I have made a lot of women authors, and it is a shame that I am not selling digital products or an author myself. But ain't that how Black people are? I don't know why we like that. We need to stop,
Yes.
self included. So congratulations for that. Proud of you. Very proud of you. You're doing a lot of things. So from 2024 to 2025, you went from one business to two.
Yes.
DLE.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
hold on.
And that is being built up. I have the whole library. I created Art Collab library, and I've been building the DLE library with all the foundational documents needed
Okay. You talking about with us?
on both sides. I've been working both sides simultaneously.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
let me know if you need anything. I mean,
Absolutely.
let
You
me
got
know.
access to that whole folder, so I'm gonna send
Yeah.
you the link again. And yeah.
Is that in our collab folder?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got a lot going on, so I need to know what you need feedback on.
Oh, right now, nothing. I'm just proud I got the guide up and done for the mentor. So I'm gonna circulate that. It's real basic, 19 pages. It's nothing in depth. And I have a disclaimer in there that this was created by DLE as an educational tool for stores. So don't be trying to steal and sell my stuff. Don't be trying to reproduce it.
I'm
So
listening.
real basic knowledge, real basic foundation. And yeah, that's it. My next step is going through the process like Latanya. I'm about to redo, well, I'm about to do, not redo, because I don't even have a website for DLE. I'm about to build a starter website for DLE. And I will probably, I don't know, I'm checking out Divi. I think I got that from Joy at the last call and watching that guy's videos. So I'm nerding out on that guy for WordPress, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm nervous.
Oh, look, I'm not gonna mess with you
I'm
yet.
scared.
But if it does not scare you or stretch you, so this is just what it is. You don't have to do it, but that's your limitation. It's So you have to, and some limitations are welcome. So you are going to have to pretty much say, okay, why am I accepting this as a limitation? Am I accepting this as a limitation because of the spirit of fear or the spirit of wisdom? The spirit of wisdom comes from pace and capacity limitations. It comes from focus limitations as well. So rule those out, which you can't, which is why you're nerding out. But what you can pray is that, Father, don't give me any opportunities until you know that I can do it. And that way, when you do get an opportunity, and then another thing is, you don't have to pray like I do, but I always say, slap me in the face with it. If this is you, which I don't pray that anymore, but I did do that. And he did slap me in the face with it, which is why I don't do that. anymore. I
Right.
do not pray that anymore. Um, but if you need some confirmation because of a fear, that's what I did with the coaching program, and it is here. I'm like, no, that ain't God. That ain't God. And so with you, I could tell when Joy said something, for some reason you listen. I don't care
I
who.
was interested. I'm always interested, but
No, no,
well,
you was
yeah, okay,
not
you got
listening
me.
to
You
me.
got me. Don't even. You got me.
When Reese said it, but guess what? One thing about me, I don't care who you listen to, as long as you listen. Okay?
Right. Right.
Because only because the money is there and the talent is there. But you give yourself some grace. I mean, you started the websites from, hey, Reese think I could probably do it. I did mine. I did Josh's a little bit. And now and so I feel like the progression has been very consistent. So, you can take your time there. Everything don't have to be fast. I think a lot of times we want to slow down, but God is still speeding us up. So I do want to
Yep.
also throw that in there. Unfortunately,
Yep.
you can't really
Yeah.
control it, and you ain't
No.
gonna turn down no 2K, 3K.
No.
You're
No.
not,
When I can sit here with some tea and
and you
play
will,
around.
and it'll be playing around. It ain't. And then what you can do is make sure that your timelines are
Yep.
when we talking about a website, people are willing to wait 2 months. 2 months is not too crazy at all. 60
And
days is not
seeing
too
to me that anxiety, it's like
Well, no, you're gonna get done because you have like this. I have it too. It's like,
I don't like projects.
yeah, I gotta get it done.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
until you run into a situation where you gotta pace yourself, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I wish this was done already. And then I hate that because we love what we do. Don't
Yep.
allow the spirit of hurry and the checklist addiction to rob you of the joy of what you do. Website creation, graphic stuff, like stuff that you want to do is fun. So keep that in mind too. But it's a lot of money in it. You don't have to advertise it, but if the numbers make sense and you let them know this is my first time and I'll give you a $200 discount, but it's still $3,000 or whatever, because it's gonna be
Right.
expensive either way.
Right.
It'll work. So go for it. I don't know if you saying that you might potentially do WordPress for DLE and
I
practice.
think I'm gonna start DLE on GoDaddy because that's where my domain is, and I
Yeah,
just literally just need a basic site for
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So yeah, I'll
and
probably keep it over
yeah,
there.
I think so too because I mean you already need to have one now. You
I
need a
do.
website like yesterday,
Yeah.
but you'll know. Like you'll know when it's like, okay. And I feel like that's coming up. So
It is. I started the resource doc and I went back and copied Latanya's section so I can start plugging in the stuff and
okay.
yeah, yeah. So good
Well,
format, very good format you laid out
oh, for the website stuff?
for the what? Mm-hmm.
Very
Yep,
simple,
that's what
right?
I'm following. It is
Simple.
exactly. That's exactly what I'm following.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I
Well, I
mean,
just
I feel
got a
like I'm on track.
website too. A website referral as well. I'm gonna check it out, see if it's WordPress or not. If it's not WordPress, we'll talk about it
But
and
yes,
do what we need to do.
coolio. Yeah, that's it.
All righty. Make sure you send me that contract. I'm gonna be taking a look at it. But don't go anywhere because who was first? Joy or Latanya? You was first? All right, Joy, you next. But don't go nowhere unless you can
Got it.
come back. Can you come
No,
back?
no, no. I'm here. I'm here.
All right, because we're gonna be doing Latanya stuff today. All right, Joy. I
Okay.
want to do what we was talking about earlier first, because I did not copy and paste that because I said I was gonna do it on the call.
Okay.
However, just a reminder, you might want to check the oven. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I turned it off.
Okay.
Got the stuff out.
Like, cause don't nobody want no burnt food. Like, that's the hard part about meal prep. Like, it's gotta be good on top of that. I gotta do it and it's gotta be good. or I don't even want to eat it. And why did I do it? I wasted money, my time, and now I'm about to be in somebody's drive-through. I don't think you'll do that. I think you'll suffer through it. But
Something likely.
nah, cuz I'm
It
gonna be right
depends on how
back.
bad. It depends on how bad.
It gotta be. I mean, all I need is it for it not to be exciting. All right, this I think this will be the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna pull up the viral thingy. We will customize the situations there, and then I'll copy the same thing on the full SOP. So for those of you who do not know, which most of y'all probably don't know, Joy went viral twice. And so what that looked like, well, this is her third time going viral, but this year 2025, she's went viral twice. And what that has resulted in is over 300 connections, a whole bunch of comments, a whole like what 70 shares.
Nah, it was it was I was actually just pulling it up on the so I've got on one post, I've got 4,000 reactions, 256 comments, and 632 reposts.
Okay, first off, my bad. I tried you with the 80.
And that was on LinkedIn, y'all. Like LinkedIn.
That was on Snooze Fest.
Wow. How many
But
reposts? The repost alone got me.
632 on one post.
it's
The
the
other
reader for me
the
because the
other
reader
one
like,
had the
go ahead
other
and
one
read
had
that.
280 reposts and 1,000 reactions. And I
The
was
most
also
unfortunate thing is that at the time she was going viral, it wasn't computing in my brain until I got in the inbox because I am her lead gen specialist. And baby, the way I sent a lot of messages and it still was a lot of messages, I was like, okay, now let me go back. That I literally did that. Even though I've listened to some of them messages like 5 times because it wasn't hitting me until it hit me. It's kind of like you had to be there. Insane. So this is a really great experiment, but situation for all because I want to see how much money is in going viral. We're actually in the thick of it right now, and we are doing what we need to do to take advantage of it. So, this is a great little segment right here for everybody to prepare, right? Because I don't know if y'all feel like this, but I've been feeling like this since, let's just say October. No, November. November, like something is happening. Like I'm not slowing down. My business is not slowing down. Like it was around the holidays because I kept holding myself back. Like, hey, I gotta tell these people after the holidays. Like, I had to intentionally set my calendar to what it was and leave it alone and not open up slots and have faith that these people would schedule for January and February, even though Trump came in tripping. I mean, we knew he was tripping. He tripping, like for real. He tripping so bad, he done messed up social media. It ain't even fun no more. Everybody, if social media, in my mind, the connotation to social media right now is a burning building, just a burning building, and people just running out of it. Where it used to be, where I go ha ha kiki at the end of the night and be mad that I done stayed up sharing the dumbest memes with my husband. Oh, I can't even do that. It's so bad. I'm reading. It's that bad, honey. That push me right into healthy habits. That being said, she went viral with all that happening. Keep that in mind. So, to your point, Jocelyn, when you said, I don't want to pay attention to or read too far into what went viral, the success formula. try that in prayer, because I mean, just make sure, like, because I know the heart behind this to make sure, but there's a formula that Joy's been building on Chat GPT of training it. Now, we don't use Chat GPT to create the content, but we do use it to refine. And so she has trained a AI assistant to help her. And so that is that. So right now what we're doing is we have a funnel, if you will, a manual funnel where we have planned out what we're going to do depending on the situation. So one of the viral posts, this one is more of what we're going to focus on, because the CDC one, thank God you didn't do a CTA to that, Lord. That was more like
Informational, like
a forum. And I'm just like, all of the smart people just huddled up with their big words and their resources. Yeah, it was crazy. And it's still crazy because even in the inbox, people are writing formally. I'm like, okay, y'all writing real messages with a the introduction paragraph, like the middle and the end in a message. I'm just like, okay. So here's one of it. This was 7 days ago. Smart people language. Here's the proof. Say it 3 times. IRB. I didn't know what that was until this morning. But then this is what I love. Now I could read this. I understand this part. And I'm here for it. This is what happened. So then her call to action is still the simple formula that I have always taught. What's the CTA? If you're ready, message me or comment engage. The only thing that I would change is one or the other. And you know that now, and you know why now. You know why now. Literally, it was like, ooh, maybe, I don't know, maybe like 14 comments. Maybe it was more. It probably was 20. It probably was like 20. 20 feels like what it was. And there were people that didn't follow directions too, that we're gonna have to double back and gauge their interest. So now that y'all are caught up, thanks for your patience, Joy. You've been caught up. Let's start here. And let me pull up. You know what? Do me a favor. You double dip. Go to where I was asking you, who goes where we kind of start talking about it, and paste in the chat what you said for each of them. And then I'll paste it where it needs to go. So there's 2, she has several not target audiences, but the audience chose her and she divided them properly. One of them is students. Students is not the main target because they don't have the budget. They don't have the budget. And so even though it would be great as far as impact, they just, honestly can't afford it. Well, they probably can afford it, but they just don't, the mindset is not there. So they're really good for digital products. Her main digital product is the Summit Replay. So note to self, if you do any event, any workshop, record it and make it a digital product. And she did a summit and made it a ebook with the replay embedded in it. Designed and developed by Letters by Reese. Holla at your girl. Just saying.
Wait, she did what? She for an ebook?
Yep.
What happened?
She turned. So actually, what happened was.
Sorry, I was reading. What
had happened was, when you go to a summit, you get like the little booklet that tell you what the event is about.
Like the program directory.
She literally turned the program directory into an ebook by adding a few resources like pre-recorded workshops that was given by some of the speakers that weren't actually there. Well, actually, you do it. Some more tidbits, and then also the replay. She added the replay of the summit in there.
Good job, Joy. Dr.
Um, then she created a landing page that connected it, so it is a digital product and a passive piece of income because she's already set up the sales process. You did the emails too. Did you do the emails yet to that? Where remember you were like, do you want me to do what you're doing? Where it's like once they, well, actually, I don't know if you have a lead magnet to the summit yet. You don't, but that's gonna be the next steps later in the year. So funnels are, y'all know what funnels are, right? The process it takes to get to purchasing something digitized or just a service. So for her right now, the funnel is landing page, you get the summit. And then it needs to be whatever her service, her upsell service is, they will get emails about that too. And most likely, probably needs to be a lead magnet, which is something free that feels paid, that then markets the replay. That's the sophisticated version of what we'll do next year. That's the upgrade. Okay. For the CEO. Wait, did you, am I? Of course I'm behind.
Is that the piece you were talking about? So
Yes. But it's more. So make sure you get all of it.
it's more.
Maybe.
Oh, I think this is what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay, so for students and consultants,
I'm
they
putting
get,
I think this is what you were talking about too. The stuff I just put in there.
yes, all of it. Yeah, all of it. Okay, so then what we did was we looked at everything she has to offer, free and paid, and we said we already had like a standard message that we would send to them, send to anybody, pre-viral. When people connect with us, even me, this is out of my playbook for sure. But I think Joy probably was doing this before me. I don't remember. But when somebody connect with you, you always introduce yourself. What's your main services? Hey, I'm Reese. I own a digital product agency. I don't even talk about the mentorship program. I offer lead generation and digital product development for women of color that have service-based businesses. And also profitability services or something like that. Not really. I don't even say that. That's why that was new. But I probably need to, right? I'm open to network. Let me know if you are too. That's the verbatim thing. So she got her own little rendition of that. However, she now has broken her initial message off to customize it even more because it's so many people that hits her up. Like I said, 300 connections. So it's pretty much like, hey, thank you for connecting with me. I appreciate your patience as I'm slowly working through my connection requests because it's always so many. What inspired you to connect with me? How can I best support your organization? Now, y'all don't need to do it like this. Y'all need to do the one I'm doing, where you probably get about 5 to 7 connections a week or less. She's getting 20 plus on a slow month, and then just a day, she just gonna get 300. It's crazy. And it's more than 300 because I went on there yesterday, it was 350, and I'm like,
Close to 4.
baby, don't nobody else connect for a minute, please. Give me a second.
I'm glad LinkedIn has it. And I don't know if this is optional or what, but I have mine set up where you can do a follower. You could be a follower or a connection. And
Yeah,
so so like I've gotten over 2,000 followers over the past 10 days. But connection requests are like 400. So that means whoever is sending me a connection, they go in the extra step
Right.
to actually connect with me as opposed to just following.
So we did that. We did the let me know why you connected with me so that we have created specialized messages for potential answers. And so we did that last year, but this year the price went up. The price went up for me too, right? So everybody price should go up when the demand goes up. That's business. Everybody know that, right? Keep that in mind, black folks. We got to do it. We got to do it. And so her what was it, 150? Your 150 call went to 350 and 500. And that's about right. My 350 went to 500 as well. I do still offer the 350, but my 350 is different now. So my one off starts at 350. So y'all keep that in mind for, single sessions as well. Let me know if y'all have any questions, since we got somebody here that has successfully done a summit, built her email list up from it, built her following up from it, then turned around and went viral. What questions do you have regarding any of this? Because this is a real life person and
I
you
got a
can
question.
go ahead.
Joy. So do you feel like it was, well, do you did you already have a large following on LinkedIn, or like, well, not following, I guess it's connections, before you decided to do the summit?
I mean, I would say I have a pretty decent following. I had about 4,000 or so on
Mhm.
LinkedIn, but I would say for LinkedIn, that's probably kind of mid-range, you know.
Okay.
But so I would say I had a decent following, but it wasn't like I had 10,000 or 20,000 or 30,000 followers or anything like that. But I will say I've been consistent, and I think that's the most important thing, because the thing about it is you never know when it's gonna hit. And so as long as you're being consistent, and then when it strikes a chord, and I use Chat GPT, and I literally told it, like, act like a LinkedIn strategist.
Mhm.
And I
Okay.
fed it specific information, like what you need to be doing as a LinkedIn strategist. And I would put my post in there. Like after the first one went viral, I was like, analyze why this post went viral.
And so, yep, go ahead and go into that. That is what, but we'll pause here and then you can pick it right back up. When you're doing Chat GPT, when you're creating social media content, create for a specific service. If your services all flow together, then it's fine to have one tab. You need to go ahead and name that tab, and you need to constantly use that tab, because what you're doing is training an AI assistant. So she created over 300 emails in 6 weeks, plus social media content and all that. That sped up the training, and then she already had a trained AI assistant, and then she did what she's saying right there. So I did want to throw in that prerequisite. You have to train it first by being consistent in creating content and asking it aligned questions and using the same tab.
And that
Okay, go
might be setting me back, because, and me and Dorita talked about that too on our call. I never signed up for it, so I use it all the time, but I didn't create a login so that it is
That's okay.
consistently
Now you
being,
know to do it, and you know
so now
why.
I gotta start doing that. Cause like how I create my content, um, really I only mainly use Chat GPT for like my, hold on, baby, give me 1 second. I heard you. Um, I only I only use it for my YouTube video descriptions, because for me everything is me. You know what I mean? So like, um I'm not that great with SEO, so I know that that does help. It does have like SEO descriptions that help me get better views for my videos, but I had just been wondering, like, okay, what is the next phase? And I remember on a call me and Dorita just had, she had said that too. It was like, oh, you didn't sign up. And I was like, well, I'm a late bloomer, as they call it. When you in business school, you have early adopters who people they come in and they right away using stuff, and I'll be like, upset. I got privacy and I need to keep it. You don't need to know my every move, but at the same time, it's hindering. So I'm just thinking, like, because when I was on Instagram before, I had a pretty decent following on Instagram of people who would actually purchase, you know what I mean? So I'm not on Instagram anymore. I'm mainly on YouTube. I haven't really felt the release for Instagram yet, but I'm just wondering, like, what the next phase is, because my heart is to host a retreat. That's all this is leading up to. I've always wanted to do retreats because I feel like that's something women, especially women of color, we really need, that we don't get enough of. And it's not about retreating and stuff like that, but it's really the rest that comes with it for me, that I want people to value even more. And I think that we are in a time like that where people are kind of ready for that. But I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel behind a little bit. I know I'm where I'm supposed to be at, but you know what I mean? It's just like you feel behind because I have the ideas there, but it's like, okay, so when you get there, then what? Because I know that went really fast for you, and the Holy Spirit don't care nothing about your time. About your little time. He be like, do it now. So it's like,
So the answer to that is delegate. So
yeah.
then what? She had standard operating procedures before. So you need to develop, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll feel
Mm-hmm.
it coming. And yeah, I'm ready. You'll feel it. You'll feel it coming. He'll tell you. Joy's being led as well. Like she's being led. Like we did 100. We did a dry run. We did a dry run where we brought the people to us. We did that. And what we did was we tested out these initial messages and we customized the Excel sheet that y'all have privy to y'all. She used all of the same stuff that y'all have. So, but let me also highlight this. Let me highlight why things went so fast for Joy. And one of the similarities, and let me know if y'all interested in this. I'll have a separate like recording. If y'all want to be live, y'all just let me know. I'll do a different day or whatever. Because I have enough data now to explain why people go fast, why their results go fast. And everybody who hit the 3K mark and got the program promise, they came into this program and jetted through the literature. The first thing Joy did was watch all those classes, pretty much. Am I wrong? She went through all of them and then kind of trailed back and then started implementing. And why did she do that? When she would come to class, and she doesn't miss class. When she came to class, I was able to walk her through every step. There's never been a delay in execution. I've not had, to this day, I've not had a week of, the only delay she's had was with delegation. And it wasn't really with delegation as much as it was planning it out. She would delegate, but it wasn't uniform like it is now. That's really it. And that wasn't really that was like 2 classes we had to talk about the same thing. Out of what, a year. I mean, when you say you have doubled your income, triple, where are we at now at this point?
I mean, yeah, compared to when I first started
First
working,
met me, yeah.
yeah, revenue doubled.
Okay. This is the same story for everybody that has graduated. You got to understand the people that have graduated, some of them, like Chelsea, she was doing okay, but she was not an agency yet. She's an agency now. Joy is basically an agency too, because she is hired an agency. 2 of them. Yeah. Chelsea got an agency and I do too. She got several hands on her business. She's tapped into multiplication. So if you really want to go the next step, you got to get the money to get other people on your business. And actually, you're not going to have it yet. Because I mean, Joy, you can even speak to, okay, she came and said, hey, I did my first summit, but I didn't personally profit from it. A week later, 300 connections. I'm on vacation. So I'm listening. I'm like, you viral. We done went viral before. I'm gonna come back. You got 150 connections. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, fine. That's what I'm thinking. And then she's like, my money is in the inbox. Then I get in the comment section, because you know it's more personal in the inbox. In the comment section, people like, I'm ready. This and that. I'm like, oh, okay. Yes. The money is here. Let me get this done in a day. Like, so there's a formula to it. But if you have already gotten started, as you ladies have, then what you can do is look back and say, what haven't I done? And I'm going to tell you this, because this is my weak area, or area that I'm working on is fitness, as y'all know, stuff like that, right? I've always started, stopped. I've gotten some results, but it hasn't been exactly the goal that I want to achieve. So I always use that area of my life, because this is y'all's area of y'all's life where start, stop, whatever. There is a spirit of limitation that tells you, and then also wisdom, that will make you feel like, if I go all in, I might get my heart broke. And when I say go all in, I mean go all in. Whatever that looks like for you. So you try to pace yourself and hold yourself back instead of just going for it. So figure out what going for it looks like, but also look in that resource library and say, literally look through everything I have on there and say, what don't I already have? Because that's what Joy did. Do you have a proposal format? If you don't have a Canva proposal, like, you should have everything I have. And let me also say, the reason why, and I didn't even connect the dots to this, but I know what I'm saying to be true, is I did what they did when I was in that 10K program. And I built the program. Literally. That has paid me this program has now funded my marketing agency. Like, this is weird. I don't know. My business is businessing. Like, literally, because I'm double dipping with my clients. Y'all are coaching clients, but also this has become a funnel for me to have agency clients. My graduates become agency clients. So I have a funnel within my business and outside of my business, people that don't know me. And what did I do? The same thing Joy did. When I got in that program, even stuff I couldn't use right then, I saved it. I was just looking at something. Now, mind you, I haven't been in the program for like 3 years. I was just looking at like a training. I copied that. I paid for it. So that's something you need to do. If you don't have your own copy of the vault, you tripping. If you don't already have, like, stop it. And when I say being scared to go all in, I mean it like this. I don't need it right now, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay. And you won't have it. And you don't have it. Joy didn't do that. She didn't wait for the success to come. She said, okay, I don't have it, I'm gonna get it. I don't have a proposal, I'm gonna get it. Oh, I don't really have a problem with sales. Do you have sales? If you don't have sales calls, don't say that it's too soon for you to learn the sales process. Yes, it is, because you'll never get sales. That's not what happened. She looked at the sales process, and then she started getting calls and realized, oh, I don't get sales calls because in a discovery call, I give them what they should pay for. She would have never known that if she didn't get, for lack of a better term, gluttonous on the information. I noticed this with scholarly people, like scholarly. If you ain't been in school in a long time, you know, or the academia world, then this is, look, me too. This is something that might be, you know, you approach it casually. But I'm noticing that with people that, you know, they're educators specifically, or they are still in some kind of, you know, academic program. They come in, Dana did the same thing. And remember, she's okay, cover your mouth. I mean, yeah, I'm talking to a 7-month-old. Um,
Yeah.
she was a dissertation coach, but she's also she's some kind of faculty. I don't know, you know, smart people stuff, whatever. She's smart people. Smart people. She said it's like reading the textbook before class, then going to class, then doing the homework, then preparing for the test. Exactly. Then finally crushing the test. It is a formula. And I know this because I used to be a nerd and do it. But guess what? I used to get a C. Even when doing it. I had to make the teacher laugh to get an A. Until I figured out how to get an A. I had to do tutoring. It's not natural to me. Which is why I'm grassroots coach. If you don't have 3K yet, I'm your girl. So I'm like, look, go to the vault, looking, and I'm talking about the first resources first. Reestablish. What's your I help statement? That is being refined for Joy this year. Every year it gets refined. So if you don't even have one, you can't even tap into the elevation of improving what's already there. I was telling my husband this too. I'm like, dang, this about to be my 3rd website. You know what I noticed? I reinvested my brand every year. It's easier to fix something that's already established. And it's never too late to get established. So that's really the formula. Any closing comments, Joy?
No, I don't think so.
So where are you with did you message everybody yet? Now we're back to the summit stuff.
Oh, some stuff. I have messaged all the presenters. So I actually had a call with Lakeisha today. She's a government contractor person, so like I had to meet with her today. I'm getting some people on my calendar. Janine, wait, is it Janine? No, yeah, both. Janine is on my calendar. So I'm getting several people on my calendar. I've also gotten several people on my from your LinkedIn messages. A couple people have started booking. So I'm seeing some
got on it. I'm gonna take an axe and we just gonna, I don't know. Yeah. Like every time I get on there, it's more people. But we, you know, we just gonna do what we can do. And now I have this, and this is the clarity that I needed to really run and not, you know, need anything. So the next thing for you is, so from her summit, okay, so viral is something else. This is why you need multiple hands. Now she's doing a 12-week. Is it 12 weeks?
Yeah, right now we're saying a 12-week. Yeah.
I'm glad you're saying that. I wasn't gonna say nothing. But the fact that you saying that sound like you know something. Okay, good. Cause I wasn't gonna say nothing. Cause this started off as 6 weeks. And look at us at a whole year. Funny. But that's how God do. Cause he like, honey, if I would have told you it was a year, you would have just shut down the business. I'm like, God, you funny. Facts. So she doing a 12-week mentorship program, and she can literally copy what she's paid for, which is my entire format. She paid for it. Literally, document loom. That's what this format is. I copied this from my coach. White lady, thousands selling thousands of dollars on a Google Doc.
I've
That's
been
a
copying it to build DLE.
bad mama jamma. That's why she got my money. It was worth it. Now, it wasn't worth it then. I done made my money back now, but 10K in a year is a lot. That's a lot. So, okay, so you doing that. Your plan first was to do the curriculum content,
Yeah.
which are you still going to do that ahead of time?
When you say do the curriculum content, you mean like
Meaning your lessons that you're gonna go over, the actual content. What you gonna do? You doing the outlines or what's on the
I,
to do?
I have worked on the outline. I think we looked at that last time.
Yeah, we did the outline, but I'm saying I thought you was
I
gonna.
mean, actual content,
Are
like
you gonna do that because you were thinking it out? You were like, I don't know, that might be a lot.
I don't know. I hadn't to be honest. I ain't really looked since the link. I hadn't even looked back. So I'm gonna have to kind of regroup and come back to it and look at it and think it through. I did get 4 responses on that survey. So I think my next thing right now is to do a follow-up because I was supposed to do a follow-up email like last week and the LinkedIn thing threw me off. So I need to do a follow-up email to attendees, let them know, hey, the survey is still open.
Yeah, do it.
And give a closing date. And then do the Zoom call, like go ahead and schedule the Zoom. We talked about the 17th, but I'm not here to get back.
Nah, we ain't gonna. Let me do this. Do a newsletter inspired by those viral posts to give people time to come in the room with the survey. The survey is the CTA.
Mm-hmm.
Do a few of those newsletters. 4 max, 2 minimum. Let's push the group call. Let's push the group call to mid-March. Second week of March sounds like it sounds good.
Yeah.
And that's just between me and you because we don't know what's going to happen with this, but we do need to kick it off. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because I don't know if this support is going to be you facilitating or you actually teaching anymore because of what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Because your capacity is still limited. You're one person.
Right. Yeah, I had to go back to the drawing board on it. And it might be enlisting more speakers or
Which is that's what I'm saying, facilitating, like you did with the summit. Like replace yourself. But not right now. You don't have to think about that right now. Here's what I need for your takeaway to be. What are the next 3 action steps to get this off the ground, which is going to be promoting the survey because 4 people is not enough. And then who else did I want to connect with other than the speakers on a personal level as far as getting them on my calendar? Is there anybody else? I don't think it was, but you know more than me.
Yeah, I don't think it was. The speakers were the main ones.
Okay, so pushing the survey, and then what is the next 2 steps after the survey? You have to determine what that is. You can send me the ClickUp. Oh, let me also add this in, y'all. Another thing that Joy has done too is getting everybody that's working within her business to pray for her business. When 2 or more are gathered in the name of Yeshua, what happens? Okay? It's done. She created a virtual prayer wall in which I'm an agency owner. So I got my assistant to then put the time that she proposed that we all should pray on my calendar, and I'm intentional in doing that. Now I don't know if other people are doing that, but I'm sure they at least pray once, and that's all you really need. So I want to cover the multifacetedness of not why you should be an agency owner, because that's not the story. I don't believe that. But why you do need a couple hands on your stuff. Rather that's subcontractors. That's why group coaching is important. That's why communities outside of this that are carefully picked, careful, is important as well. But yeah, so Joy, that's it. I mean, other than, oh yeah, well, this is the one thing that I have for you. How are you preparing yourself, your routine, to handle all this talking that you're gonna do? This is a lot of talking, and you need to take a break from the summit.
You talking about in the intensive?
No, I'm talking about in your life right now with all these consults that's about to get booked. And then you then booked speakers to get on your calendar too. And then I'm still sending messages. So capacity wise, your schedule is all over the place. Have you thought about a plan? Well, not even a plan. You shouldn't be planning. Have you prayed about that yet?
No, I hadn't really thought about like the talking piece. Like, to be honest.
True or false? Talking is a lot.
I mean, in general, talking is a lot. But I kind of feel like this is different. This is different than when we kind of had this conversation before. Like the context is different. I'm in a different space with delegation. I'm in a different space mentally, spiritually, physically. Like, so it doesn't feel overwhelming to think about the talking piece right now.
I ain't talking about that. Because you saying right now. No. I'm talking about back-to-back consults I ain't gonna say it's gonna be overwhelming. It takes virtue. It is an activity. I'm not saying are you saying that you're thinking that it's going to power you and not drain you? Because you were so tired after the summit. So I'm just trying to figure out what's making you say these things. The summit was fun, but it took out virtue.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. I don't know what I hadn't prayed about it. Let me just be honest. I hadn't prayed about it, hadn't thought about it.
Pray about it. Tap into Jocelyn's channel. She's talking about that. It's leadership for executive level leaders. I mean, it's really good. It helps. It helps you think about self. It's very practical stuff. It's not like get a candle, dress up like somebody you're not, and start doing curtsies and stuff because you're a lady. It's none of that stuff. So tap into that. It's really good. And pray about it. That was the answer. Go ahead. I just want to put that on your radar to prepare yourself spiritually for a lot of talking, because this is a lot of talking. So that's just the bottom line. Regardless of if you're passionate about it, of course you are. That's still a lot of talking that you're going to be doing. It's meaningful. And I don't want the enemy to try to slip in there and then you be like, what's wrong? This is success. Because that has happened to you before, where you weren't able to celebrate it because you had got attacked there. So fortify in praying and let me know, what ends up happening with that. And even also pray about your calendar, because just because you went viral doesn't mean people ain't gonna have to wait. Don't mean that you gotta do everything all right now. So let me know, but I got what I needed, so we're good there. Questions, thoughts?
I did too. Thank you, Joy. And thank you, Reese.
Absolutely. Appreciate you for sharing, Joy.
Yes, thanks, Joy, for sharing. I was actually have on my calendar to start posting more on LinkedIn just because of the transition and the pivot I'm doing. Um, so I am going to start, it's on my list to start a LinkedIn post strategy to become more consistent and get out there. And then when I get more hands on my business,
Yeah.
with some lead gen coaching or
We in there.
outsourcing,
We ain't playing with
then
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the
Tag
direction
me
I was
in that
moving. So this
strategy
feels
though.
like confirmation. Hmm?
Yeah. Tag me in that strategy though.
Okay.
Tag me in the strategy.
I'm gonna have it in the folder. It's in the collab folder. I started a collab folder for it, so when
I seen it.
I'll make sure to drop that because right now I just have a couple post ideas that I feel are relevant for what I'm trying to do. So thank you, Joy. I appreciate all of that.
You're welcome. The only other thing I was going to mention was I think the other thing that's really helpful with LinkedIn is we started, and this will probably be the case for any social, but we really worked on curating my audience for the past year and really making sure that my audience has my type of ideal client. And I noticed when these 2 posts went viral, it was hitting everybody. These are my ideal clients. Like
Everybody that your clients is.
it's been hitting like all these connections, all these follows, all these messages. I think that's mainly because we did the work to create the audience on LinkedIn, like that cleaning out connections, being very clear about who we accept and who we don't. We'll hit ignore real quick if there's not a clear intention there.
Right.
And then seeking out the right people who I want to connect with to really fill out that audience. So I think that was another thing that was really helpful too.
Which
Nice.
starts with having the same services, not, and none of us are doing that. Everybody's consistent with their services and what you offer. Now, what type of job title or organization would your ideal client, he dropped his pacifier somewhere, would your ideal client have? So
I think I'm trying to relate that to me because like for me, more of that is what I do is subcontracting for the consultant side. But like what I'm doing over here, it's kind of that, but I don't know. I guess well, like you said, I have to go back to the vault because the stuff that I was doing in the vault was from the previous way I was doing stuff. It wasn't how I'm doing it now. So I think that maybe once I go through that, I can kind of figure that out. Cause like Joy said, like before when I had Instagram, that audience was trash. It was not curated to
well, you
what
didn't
I
have
was talking
leaders.
about.
You didn't have executive leaders on there. Like,
Mm-mm.
what do you introduce yourself as on YouTube again? You say I'm a what, coach?
A leadership development consultant and personal development coach.
A leadership. So women that have, and you didn't say women, but you coach women. Tyrese is not gonna be here for hearing no deep voices on no call.
Mhm.
Absolutely not. And so you need to not be scared that you are going to lead yourself into the wrong path, but then also lean into the fact that you help higher level, executive level, entrepreneur, or is it entrepreneurs? Is it career women? You say career women, it don't matter what your career is. Okay. So that's a start. Executive level, you own a business. So that means you are the owner of a business or you are in an executive level. Those are job titles, and you're a woman. Are they black? Are they white? If it don't matter, those are the type of people you need to be adding on LinkedIn. And it did take a year. And the same thing is happening for Chelsea too. Like people are reaching out to her about podcasts and stuff. It took a year. That's money. I think my lowest package is like 6. Think 650 times 12. You got the Or you need to do it yourself. Every single month, you need to be in your connections and you need to be making sure that ain't no men. Why are men even seeing your stuff if you don't? And then you also, was it you that was like, I don't know if I want to. No, you really didn't like LinkedIn in general. So that was a hard thing to get you on LinkedIn, Josh. But then
I think
also,
it's because I wasn't quite sure
but it
the
was,
direction that I was going in at the time. I think that after last year's experience between consulting and doing what I'm doing now, I feel like I can be more comfortable and confident on there. And then I can be choosy, like Joy was saying, I can be more choosy about who I connect with instead of just connecting with pretty much anybody, because like the people that I was finding and connecting with, I was just like, you're not my type of
deleting
people.
them.
You know what I mean? So I think, like, to her point, I have to go back because I do know the direction I'm in now. It makes it a lot easier for me to be able to go on there and do that.
And this is reminding me of Latanya's journey. She had several different visions, and it was like, which one right now? Are we doing single coaching, like for just one person? Am I gonna do online, working out, whatever, doing stuff like that? Now what ended up happening, she kept pursuing it. She kept pursuing it, and then God kept rolling it out. And then she did have to have confidence to bring it to me. And she's like, it just feels right. It feels right. And you've been saying something like that too. Like, I don't know, this YouTube thing is different. So again, remember, how do you apply it to yourself? First, you need to be looking at who is connecting with you on YouTube. If you want to be real, I'm not even telling you to get on LinkedIn. Be intentional about engaging with people and asking them questions about themselves so you can learn about your audience, not just about their location. What do you do? That needs to be something that you ask people to drop in the comments so you can learn about your audience. You don't have to get on LinkedIn. Because I think sometimes you be feeling like, oh, well, now I'm about to start something new. Now I got to start on YouTube, because that's your portion right now. Figure out, get the data. Get the data. You still fleshing out what it is. You don't have a service yet. It's just not clear what the service is. So far, it's digital products. Digital products is a solid service. Everybody don't start active. To blow up passively is a dream. Because really, everybody gonna end up getting the passive. Nobody wants to trade time for money. Nobody. Josh. So anyway, how do you apply it? Just listen to the event part. And the number one thing is, go back in the vault, whatever you haven't done yet. Whatever you have, do that first. Clarity will come. Latanya did the same thing. She went in the vault and pulled it. All started with the landing page. And she recreated that for her brand, and then things start coming alive. I think you was just doing assessments. Now we got a whole website, which brings me to you, Latanya. You ready? DLE?
Present.
Okay, give me a minute. Go ahead, take time. So it started with, it's in the vault. It's in the offer section, creating your offer. She started over. She got some kind of epiphany, and she was like, I can do this, this, and this. And it first started off as, the keyword was assessments. It was. But definitely not, what we see now. So she looked at my landing page example, copied it, and then start putting her stuff in, and we would come on here and work it out. And then in the back end, she used you always need two marketing, why am I drawing blanks? Marketing tactics. So she was in the Facebook groups, just getting market research about this new thing that's not that new. Assessments. I'm thinking about doing assessments. So if you have, and some of this stuff is, a lot of this is in y'all. She told me about it. I didn't come to her and give her the idea about assessments. I didn't come to join and tell her about no summit. You have to say it. You have to have the courage to say it first. But she didn't just come up with it. It dropped in her spirit, and she didn't shy it away. She entertained it. So if you have something like that that you have entertained, and it could be a retreat, or it could be something else, she start adding applicable groups. That is in the vault as well. Adding the groups and just asking questions. And then people start saying, hey, if you did this, I would definitely want to work with you. That was all the confidence she needed to keep on looking into it and working on actually fleshing out the service descriptions. She got the raw descriptions. We weren't even using Chat GPT at that time. I wasn't, she wasn't. I am a raw writer. I can make it Chat GPT with my own brain. It's just gonna take me a little bit longer. Definitely now. It's gonna take me a couple days. Okay, but now I know how to train Chat GPT to my clients. So we locked in. We locked in. So that was her process. Her process is more like yours, because sometimes you have to rediscover. But in the back end, she was having a whole situation with God. It was stuff going on with the family. And then she had to stay the course, act like she had some sense, be a woman of God, and not the old Latanya. She had to stand her ground. She got sick a couple times. She paused and she kept going. Financial issues kept going, kept coming. And still working up. Man, you worked on that document for like at least 3-4 weeks, maybe longer than that. I stopped counting. I mean, we worked on each service description for so long. Then after that, we start working on the processes. Like when my client come, what's going to be my process? Because I already know I'm not going to be just investing in $1,000, client management system. So I'm going to have an intake form. What's going to be on the intake form? She populated that. We start doing research on what are the different client management systems when I get the money. What's going to be the next step? So all of that stuff, preparation, she just kept preparing, kept doing the research. Then we created a Calendly. We still don't have the forms yet. We don't need them yet. She got companies that she's working with, a company that has their own form that she can consult them to fix and upgrade, and they pay for it. Did I say that kind of right, Latanya?
Well, I don't even use her form. I just do my thing, and I just make it consistent each time, and she don't have a problem.
Okay, so she doing some kind of situation in the back that's a whole bunch of smart people language that I don't know, because it's medical stuff. Non-medical. It's medical, non-medical.
Not non-medical.
It's non-medical, but it is medical stuff. I mean,
well, yeah, because I'll do some education depending on what the client's diagnosis is or what they're struggling with at the time. So, and then I'll put that in the assessment too, like the client's education that we did, and I'll just incorporate that into like their care plan of what the caregivers need to be doing with the client in regards to their diagnosis.
So, Josh, that's more of your speed. The moral of the story is look in the vault. What did you hear? Holding yourself back, being scared to go all in and be ambitious, not in doing stuff, but in believing and researching and dreaming and saying ideas out loud and being okay with it changing the next week. Be okay. Like, but you are a doer, and it's really hard with that, because it's like you will turn up. You'll turn up and do a whole bunch of posts. Yeah, you sure will. But That's not what I teach. I teach doing the research first, doing the okay, go ahead and start researching the retreat. Dorita already said it. Receive it. It looks like this. What's the retreat? Who can come? What's the itinerary? I'm writing it off. That's market research with stuff like that. That's what it looked like. Get the workshop. Revamp your shop. You have an audience now. You said 3. I don't know where it came from, but I think it came from the Holy Spirit. But do you need to reface your digital products that you already had on Date Thyself? What have you thought about doing the little live date night in, but change it again? You could do a live on YouTube. You want to be consistent so bad that you scared to be consistent with 2 videos, but be open to play around, learn. Don't be so rigid and like, I don't want this to throw me off, so I'm just going to sit still. You're going to get there, but it's going to take a long time. But if you just make a mess with it, like, I'm going to be consistent in my money-making activities, then you'll be good. What we doing? Okay, yeah, no, you good, Dorita. So, Latanya, you can give me your update, but before I forget, let me address your comment. So, oh, sorry, Josh. Let me know if you had anything. Okay.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so we went over the website. You loved everything. But I seen that you added some copy stuff, but that's after the form. So you're gonna have to, I'm okay with doing it now, but I need you to confirm verbally, okay, we're done editing copy, because because I don't want to be paying Dorita to keep going back in there.
No, I just wanted you to review it. I didn't see that it was finalized on the website, so that's the only reason why I added. If not, then it's okay. I mean, it's no big deal.
It's not finalized, but the copy part, she's done with this section.
Okay.
But she still can edit it, but let her go in once. So it's not, nothing like that, but I just want you to, are we good here? Like, I've reviewed it, but do you want to add something? Do you want to talk about adding some more stuff? This is kind of like getting to the wire.
I was just doing a little bit more research on like the long-term care insurance and I like that title right there, long-term care insurance evaluator.
I like it too.
And even just that first bullet point, it's almost similar to what's already there, a comprehensive insurance. I just thought it sounded better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, and I had other bullet points, like I mentioned in my comment. I said, I don't think all of that is necessary, but I like the first bullet point. It's very similar to what we already had. Because
this is what I would
my goal is to reach out to long-term care insurance companies and like elder care attorneys with long-term care insurance to act as a third party assessor for them. I know nurses who do that. They're third party assessors for the life insurance, like long-term care life insurance companies. So I was like, okay. And so I didn't want to just make it strictly about home care. So I do it for home care and I do it for
this is you adjusting to that epiphany you had.
Yeah.
Good.
That was all. Yeah.
Good. The only thing I would do, and remember, we're gonna come back for the back end. I got the different versions saved here. But you see, I have a line through it because all we need is just the name of the description of the service.
Yeah.
Not the explanation for it, because that's going to be too long. So what it's going to look like on the website is comprehensive insurance assessment, functional and cognitive screening. Medical and health status review, detailed reporting for claims. Let me see what else you had.
I just added my business phone number. I finally have. um,
And you got your LinkedIn and your Facebook here.
yeah.
I don't know if you've
What?
seen that.
And I should have asked this, but I didn't. I made an assumption because I was supposed to do something with my calendar. Um, but when I saw you went in, I said, I wonder if Reese did it herself. And I never asked you if you did or not, or was I still supposed to do it? I was supposed. You sent a
Yeah, I
video.
still need you to do.
Okay,
I I
I'll get
don't.
that done today.
Yeah, do
Okay.
that for me. You don't have to do it today, but
Yeah, babe.
let us know in the chat when you get that done.
And
Okay.
are we
Hold
doing
on.
the case study? Do we have a case study? I probably missed that part.
I don't have a case study. I
I
did.
told you,
Uh,
leave it blank. It's fine.
yeah,
Don't
I
do
don't have
it.
a case study. I only have the one review. Um,
Don't do the
I
one.
know you said we weren't going to do the one review, so I don't have a case study just yet.
Well, can you get some written reviews? And I mean,
I
remember?
asked, I
Okay.
asked Tamika in regards to her clients, and it wasn't like
It was. You could tell it was some hesitation.
it was some hesitation because she
Okay.
said, "Well, these people don't know that you have your own company. They think that you're a nurse that's coming from Pleasantry, which is her company." And I
Mm-hmm.
said to her, I said, I don't need all I need is for them to say Latanya came in, she listened to me, she put together a comprehensive care plan, blah blah blah. I said that's what I need. I don't need because I said I'm not providing you any other services besides doing an assessment. And so the family has to check off or approve of the care plan. So that's all that I want, like from a family client point of view. So I was like, if I had a couple of families, because like I did a long-term care assessment for this lady to get benefits. I spoke with her son directly, lengthy conversation, told him what I was going to do. So I'm not sure if he turned it in or not, but I would like to get his opinion of like my assessment and what's the benefits granted to them based on my assessment. But I'm like, it doesn't have anything to do. I don't need no face. I don't need nothing. I said, even you can ask them, how well do you think Latanya did? I said, you should know that for your own self and for your own. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand both sides. I would have did it, but prerogative. It's hers. All right.
exactly.
So we're gonna wait and we're gonna add this. It's not a big deal unless it becomes a deal. And then when it does, if it does, then we'll be able to just add it. Because remember, we're gonna add pages as
Yeah.
as needed. So that's the only outstanding thing. The next thing that you can expect is that, and Dorita, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I got it. We're gonna wait for you to confirm that you have added everything all the stuff that we're waiting for, which is just the Calendly piece. I honestly forgot what it was, so I don't want to, mess that up. So just do whatever it was that I record, because I think I recorded a loom.
You did. Yeah.
Okay, so do that, and then we're not looking for the blue dress.
No.
She has confirmed that. Wait, make sure I ain't messing nothing up. She did confirm that this is what she wanted. What in the world? This is the only copy edit. Yeah, I need to fix because button, ham, egg, and cheese.
$14,000 will be her final score today. New Age Benjamin Murray could not be caught with his 30,000 even. Is the correction final? He was unsure in
So
final. It
that's
won't
really
matter.
it. Just the Calendly.
$4, $30,000 leads today's Tournament of Champions finals winner. Two wins for New Age. For one for Adriana. Isaac has yet to knock the scoreboard. That means New Age will be able to put this thing away
Yeah. So
tomorrow.
that's really it.
need to stop it. We'll see
And
you.
what's your updates? What you been doing? I've been gone.
Uh, Tamika's been giving me assessments. I've been getting paid little cheddar.
Put it in the put it in the group. You went from working full time, making no money. So whatever money you make is a win.
Yeah. I chit chatted with Dorita. I got to get on her schedule because I want to talk about like onboarding process. Just want to make it easy for me and like all the things that I need as far as like contractor. I spoke with the nurse again today because I work in the office on Friday. She was just like, "I'm ready, like whenever you are." Just like, so I was
Wait,
like,
what?
"Okay."
Say that again?
There's a nurse. Remember, I said she said she'll work for me. Like if I had to do assessments, I can't do
Oh
it. She'll
yeah.
do the
Oh yeah,
assessment.
you
Yeah.
told me about
So
that.
that, yeah. Yep.
Oh
Um,
yeah. So you already thinking delegation. It just
yeah.
on call contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Get ready
Um,
to get that process.
Other than that, I just feel light. Like there's no sense of like prior prior to all, I mean, the puzzle pieces are just falling into place for me. And I no longer feel like rushed or pressed about I got to figure out something. I got to do this. I got to get that. I got to get the money. I did this, that, and the other. Like I no longer feel pressed. Like I just feel very hopeful, and I'm glad at the pace that we're going. You know, um, I mean, I don't know how to put it into words, but I'm you know, just going with the flow and just preparing myself for the overflow because it's gonna come. It's coming. Um, so yeah, and I do want to, like Dorita mentioned, and I need to be active more on LinkedIn, but I'm just like, realistically, it's just like, Latanya, do you have time for all of that right now? So I would need to figure out like a posting strategy. And this virtual assistant thing is coming up in my head. I don't know why, because I don't know, but I would like maybe in the next month or two, maybe even just hire somebody to do an engagement post, like, I don't know, twice a week or something like that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, let me
Um,
go ahead and chime in and say you don't need nobody for that.
no,
No, ma'am. And so the next thing we could do is a strategy. But this is the real question.
yeah,
The real question is, do you have time for the overflow yet? Because that's gonna push us back to, are you ready to leave your job? And we did a whole framework for that. That you need to
I
go
had
back.
the opportunity to leave, but I didn't take it. I wasn't ready for it. They
No,
offered
I know, but
VSO.
go back to
Yeah,
that
but yeah,
framework of what it would take, because we did that, but you have
yeah,
to, well, no, we discussed it. I created
hmm,
it. Now
yeah,
you're in a better space to look
yeah.
at it again. That's the real prep. As far as you posting, the thing about you posting is you bring a very fun and fresh perspective, and it's very intuitive. Like, what do I want to write today as it relates to this? That is a strategy in itself. Okay. But you need to literally do that 3 times. That's it. Whatever you thinking about when it comes to, because I'm yet to talk about the fact that there's no bedside manner. Like, we talk about this stuff all the time. We talk about all these different things that have changed in the industry all the time, but you don't talk about it yet on LinkedIn. Another thing for you to think about is, because you did say this too, and this is, I think you were inspired by the fluffy butt hut lady.
Yeah.
Do you want to do video? But don't take too long thinking about it. Because you
I
said
would
that you,
love to do. I love doing video. It's just
well,
like, do I
do
have
a
the time
video.
for it? Yeah.
What you mean?
I would
Yes,
have to do like I would have to literally pick a day to do content like within that day.
no,
That's
you
yeah,
don't. No, you don't. You need to do it in the car. Listen to me.
I'm
Do it
listening.
in the car. I'm telling you. Tell the kids to go in the car. I mean, get out the car when you dropping them off at home. Be thinking about it before you do it, but more
Mhm.
praying. Press record. If you will not do it that way, go ahead and put on your schedule for the next 2 weeks what day you're going to type on LinkedIn, just like you do on Facebook. Feed it to Chat GPT to clean up and refine without take. Always say refine without taking my personality out, and post it. You are not about to do no schedule thing. I know you. I'm right. No exceptions. I literally know this. If you do this whole plan it out for the video and it one thing go wrong, that's it, and it ain't even getting posted, and you're lost in the sauce. Why can't these people go ahead and get used to you being who you are?
Hmm.
Like, why can't, because you are fine just how you are. You don't know. Now, can you start showing up in your branded shirt when the time permits and improving from there? Yes. But where you start, but
Just know my branded shirt is on order. Thanks to Dorita. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, yeah. Okay, cool. Wear your branded shirt. Come on, DLE. Oh, where the promise? My bad. So many businesses. It's hard to know. I don't. So just start with where you are. But the number one thing is pray about it.
Yeah.
I see you, boy. Come on now. You got
He's
them
Michael
shades on.
Jackson for Black History, so they have to dress up like their character. So I
And I
got
love that.
him a Michael
But
Jackson
Trump ain't
outfit.
stopping nothing. We still black in February. Don't play with us. Talk about ain't no black
And
history.
June too, a federal holiday, might I add.
Look, we ain't gonna do nothing but call out. Child, you know how black folks is. So, but no, let that marinate because God gonna deal with you on that. He gonna give you some ideas. And it's up to you to do a scary thing and press record. Press record is not hard. Posting it is hard. Don't try to get confused because you can message me. Here go the video. What's the caption? So don't even try to lie. Well, I was waiting to the next class. No, you got access to me. Ask the Holy Spirit to put it on your heart what the people need to hear in your industry. That's what Joy did. That word is not for everybody, but it is for you. You're supposed to be posting on LinkedIn. You can post on Instagram too. You can. You can.
I have an Instagram page too. So I have, but I didn't give that because I didn't.
Well, no, you don't have to yet until.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what I'm saying too with the Instagram, and this is the same thing I told Joy, just post what you was gonna post. Like, don't try to customize it. Don't put too much energy into it.
And that's what I do. I'll sit at the in Canva trying to piece all this stuff
See, don't
together
do all
and
that.
make all that other stuff.
Don't design it.
Sitting there.
Get you a nice white wall or sit in your car.
Mhm.
Doctors do that. Like a lot, not saying you're a doctor, but I'm just saying just to kind of let you know, like there are, and you know this. I mean, you know, there are all kinds of doctors and different people that have the accolades, but they have a simple presence as it
Yeah.
relates to their recording format. It's literally them. That's why the car came to me because I know you got kids. who don't really know what excuse me mean, like me. And if I could do my meetings in the car, I would, because that's where I could lock the door. And before they even walk outside, I probably got a belt right here from a distance. So they know you knock on this window, but I can't do that. So I just know that you can get some peace and quiet. And guess what? You got a time limit too, because you got to get out this car and get in the house and do this and that. So that way you cannot overthink. Don't be thinking of a nothing, none of that. Just what up? Here's a tip for today, or whatever the Holy Spirit put on your heart. So that's your challenge. You either going to look in the drawer for his pacifier. You're gonna bring him to me. You either going to post a video, or you're going to do what you've been doing. Just do it 3 times a week. 3 times a week. If you do video, then do video twice. No design stuff. We don't need design. Nobody cares about design anymore, by the way. Because see, you the brand. And then they can go to your website for the service.
I beg your pardon. I care about design.
Ma'am, you won't need to do social media design. I'm talking about social media.
Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Nobody care about that,
We're not doing
Latanya.
that.
Nobody care about that.
Girl, nobody care about that.
Nobody care about that.
Unless you're in social media services like me. Right? And I don't want extravagant clients anyway. I want people who want the same template. We're doing very simple over here because don't nobody care. So I give you a week to pray about it, but next week it's like, okay, Latanya, what's your posting schedule? Nothing. You don't need no assistant, because can't no assistant be you.
Yeah.
And before you hire, you gotta already have a formula.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Joy did the SOP before she hired me. We did the SOP first, and she was doing it. Not it's of course not as extensive. It's more extensive with somebody that does this. And keep in mind, y'all don't love lead gen and sales. Y'all love service delivery. You can't try to rewire yourself. What you can do is try to get to the mark to pass the baton to somebody that's gonna run with it. I like lead gen and sales. I just like it. And unfortunately, and y'all, it's really hard to find people that like it, to the point where I'm the one who does it. I don't delegate that like that. I don't delegate. So it's not a lot of people in the world that like about sales and this and that. So don't beat yourself up if you just wish they hurry up, swipe their card, and let's just do the service. So let me know what comes to mind. I do hope that you pray about it and see what happens from there, because that's the next step. And then with the website, once you do the Calendly thing, our understanding is that we're going to present to you the designed draft, the final design draft, and then you'll have 3 days after that's submitted, right? 3 days after we submit the design draft, which we're going to come and we're going to review it like we did, and you let us know, hey, on the call. But even off the call, you got 2 more days by yourself to review it. And then I'm going to present to you the contract that say, it's not a contract, it's a waiver. It's I give Letters by Reese the permission to make my website public. And then that's it. And you're launched. And now that is kind of like, you're going to waste the launch, because a launch is a new product and your website is brand new. You got to tell people about it and send people to it. The only way you can do that is posting. So you kind of backed in the corner. You don't have no other choice but to choose if you're going to write the post or you're going to video, because you're about to launch. Sorry.
I don't have no issues with doing it. I just know I need to do it. So I'm not
Yeah.
scared to do it. I'm not like, I just know, I
No,
just
you
know
good.
that I need to do it. So, okay, well, let me ask you this. When it comes to posting and a website coming out and launching, do I just do I speak anything into, do I launch my website? Like, do I allude to it, or just continue to talk
That's
about
what
my
I'm saying.
services? Like,
Look, ditch the formal and talk about whatever God put on your heart, and then link, whatever service makes sense, right? So name a topic, a relevant topic right now to you, not to the world, to you as it relates to these assessments. And you in the field right now, you doing assessments, churn them out. What are some things that you're seeing when you're dealing with these specific clients, these deficits that they're experiencing, disparities, whatever?
okay, so that I'll make posts in regards to what
About,
I do, what I
yeah,
see, not specific to the website.
no, what a website is. I'm sending you to the website to talk to me. I don't want you to come look. No, we ain't doing no. But I do want you to understand that when you said launch, that is doing it that way is a launch your way. Because we have a visual in our head of what somebody else did that looks visually pleasing, but they made no money. And
Mhm.
you're finally at a place that you'll never get back. You'll never get this back. Your first time finally feeling like you've done a lot of really nice branded things. You really have. But this is like the first time that you really feel like, wow, this is kind of back where I was when I stopped doing business, when I was doing really good in business.
Mhm.
You can't get this moment back. So I really am trying to prepare your mind to realize where you are as far as location. Not a pep talk, but for real, hey, this is it. I
Mhm.
don't want you to look back and be like, man, I didn't realize that. Be very proud of this website. But we don't,
Yeah.
we mature enough to understand, I don't care about you liking the website. Is you paying? What's up?
Mhm.
If you want somebody to like it, send it to your family. For real. But then when we get on social media, talk about stuff that you can really change. It's
Yeah.
you talked about, supporting a family member and getting approved for something with insurance. If you would like to do more of those, and that's that part that I was saying you need to deal with, and being real with yourself. Do you have time? Do you have How much time do you have realistically to blow it right now? And what kind of adjustments do you need to make room for a blessing? Because that's holding you back. Because you really don't want to get too busy, because you ain't gonna be able to do it because you got to go to work. So you need to deal with that again. And understand that there's gonna be a cross section of you working, and be prepared for that, and know that when that time of the decision comes, you ready because you're gonna do the work. So this is the work. The work is not fancy posts, real talk. You in the industry of real talk. People want a real person. People got a loved one right now that needs support, and maybe they're being told, "Hey, you got to find somebody to support your mom or your dad in this way." And then you pop them up on the timeline, not with this, "Hey, did you know?"
Mm.
What up, though? And just go into it. Heaven sent. That's what's gonna happen. Just be you. Don't think it don't think it like nothing else. You can have on what you got on now. That's it. Your hair done. You got hoops on, girl. Salvage the moments. Slay. Okay, slay, honey.
For your shot at
What?
free at all FanDuel casinos for
Question stops. Excitement?
Oh, I'm I'm very excited. Very excited for the website. Can't wait to just put it out there. Like I'm very excited to do the videos. I'm just like I said, there's a peace, a lightness that's over me now than before. And so, like I said, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to it's certain things daily that fuels me to like the guy, what's his name? His name is Murphy, but I was singing a song earlier, but like I just feel like this is my season.
Oh, that's your song. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my song. And start reaping everything that I done sold, and I done sold a lot of stuff.
And sold a
And the
lot.
puzzle pieces are just falling into place in the timeline that they're supposed to. And so, yeah.
I'm excited and ready to celebrate. I really am. I'm ready to celebrate. I already know that's what we all, but we both said that, like, once I get my website, that's been like the whole thing for a whole year. Like, when I get my website, and you get your website, and it's better than what you thought it was gonna be. So
Oh my gosh. Exceed my expectations.
it it
Yes.
it really exudes what we doing here. Nothing
Yeah.
janky, nothing weird. So now I'm excited to see what you do and post your success. I mean, you got to put all your business in the streets, but put some of your business in the street, because you went from not making no money like that, what you was doing, talking to the old people. I forgot how much they were saying at the podium, trying to tell them people to get out of their rooms in the long-term care facility and get active. To now you really, and that was meaningful as well, but it wasn't what you wanted to do. It
Nah.
wasn't what you set out. It wasn't a vision. It wasn't none of that. To doing something that you came up with yourself. It wasn't just something that somebody came to you with and you being paid for it. And really, this is just a guinea pig. This is just for experience, so you know all of the different facets of what you're really going to be doing. So yeah, that's it for me. Mic drop.
I'm good.
All right, let me know in the messenger if you need anything.
All right,
Congratulations in
ladies.
advance.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, ladies.
Have a great week, everyone. Congrats to all. Congrats to all.
Yeah,
Yes.
about to call it a night.
Yes,
Absolutely.
same. Good night, y'all.
Good
See
night,
y'all
Good
later.
y'all.
night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.